Ukraine's Mirage 2000 pilot has destroyed over $12 million worth of Russia's most advanced cruise missiles. Analysts confirm 6 confirmed Kh-101 kills, a feat Moscow has yet to publicly address. A Russian Kh-101 cruise missile streaks low over Kyiv, slicing through dawn haze as air raid sirens scream across the capital. Powered by a TRDD-50A turbojet, it roars at nearly 610 miles per hour, seconds from impact. On the ground, civilians run for cover, while air defense alarms flash red across command screens. Then a Mirage 2000 fighter suddenly cuts upward through the cloud layer. Footage and reporting indicate Ukraine's Mirage 2000s have destroyed multiple cruise missiles in recent missions. Later evidence shows 6 kill marks already painted on the fuselage. Russia has not publicly detailed how these intercepts were achieved. Understanding how Ukraine reached this capability requires stepping through training, transfers, and Russia's escalation. This wasn't luck, and it wasn't myth. It was the direct result of a long, carefully built timeline of French support, Ukrainian training, and Russia's escalating missile campaign that has pushed Kyiv to its limits as the war approaches its 4th year. The first public indication appears on Today, when the official X account of the Ukrainian Air Force posts a 46-second video with the caption, "Mirage 2000 of the Ukrainian Air Force flies on a combat mission, awaiting good news from France. Together to victory." In the clip, the French pop song Je veux plays as the camera pans over the Mirage's airframe. A pilot suits up, climbs into the cockpit, and prepares for takeoff. At first glance, it looks like a simple morale video. 10 seconds in, a fuselage pan reveals 6 cruise missile kill markings in a row. Analysts interpret these as credits for recent intercepts. These markings are part of a long tradition. Since World War I, pilots have decorated aircraft with symbols representing aerial victories. By World War II, US pilots routinely added Nazi or Japanese flags to their planes after each confirmed kill. The Russia-Ukraine war revived the practice, with systems like Patriot missile batteries and German Gepards adding symbols for every aircraft, Shahed drone, or missile they destroy. But this is one of the rare times a Ukrainian fighter jet carries such an impressive row of kill marks, and analysts quickly identify them as Kh-101 or Kh-555 strikes, most likely the former. To grasp the significance of those marks, consider the Kh-101. Designed in the 1980s, tested in the 1990s, and placed into service in 2012, the missile is launched exclusively from aircraft like Tu-95 MS and Tu-160 strategic bombers. It can reach ranges of up to 2,200 miles and carries an 880-pound warhead with a nuclear variant known as the Kh-102. Each missile reportedly costs over $2 million, making these 6 kills worth more than $12 million in Russian losses. And since the invasion began, Kh-101 missiles have struck airports, power grids, industrial facilities, and even a children's hospital. Their low-altitude flight paths, stealth shaping, and high speeds make them extremely difficult to intercept. So when a Ukrainian Mirage pilot stops half a dozen, it's more than an achievement. It represents a significant defensive success with strategic implications. It means 6 potential disasters prevented, mass casualty strikes neutralized, and the broader campaign blunted. 6 intercepted missiles reduce the effectiveness of Russia's strike campaign. The Mirage 2000 itself is uniquely suited for such missions. Developed by Dassault Aviation, it first flew in 1978 and entered French service in 1984. It's a 4th-generation fighter, not the newest jet in the sky, but it remains one of the most reliable and versatile aircraft in its class. Measuring 46 feet long with a 30-foot wingspan, weighing 16,500 pounds empty, and capable of taking off at up to 37,500 pounds, the Mirage 2000 is powered by a single Snecma M53 P2 afterburning turbofan that produces 95 kilonewtons of thrust. At altitude, it can hit Mach 2.2, nearly 1,700 miles per hour, and climb above 55,000 feet. It carries 230 mm DIFA 554 cannons and 9 hardpoints, capable of carrying up to 13,900 pounds of weapons, including air-to-air missiles, laser-guided bombs, Exocet anti-ship missiles, and even nuclear payloads depending on configuration. Its avionics include radar warning receivers, chaff and flare dispensers, electronic jammers, and a range of optional radar systems according to variant. The delta wing design provides stability and maneuverability in high-speed engagements, allowing the Mirage to change altitude rapidly, a key skill for intercepting cruise missiles flying low and fast. It's no surprise that nations like France, Egypt, Greece, Brazil, Taiwan, India, and the UAE have relied on it for decades. Ukraine joined that list in 2024. France announced Mirage 2000 transfers in 2024. In February 2025, then Defense Minister, now PM, Sébastien Lecornu confirmed. On June 6, 2024, Emmanuel Macron announced the delivery of French Mirage 2000s to Ukraine. The first of them arrived in Ukraine today. With Ukrainian pilots on board, trained for several months in France, they will now participate in defending Ukraine's skies. Training reportedly took place at Nancy Air Base in northeast France over 5 to 6 months. Judging by the kill markings, the program appears to have exceeded expectations. France has reportedly provided 6 Mirage 2000s, with Ukraine requesting additional airframes. France still operates around 24-28 Mirage 2005F units, making additional transfers possible. But Ukraine may not rely on Mirages for long. Around the time the video went viral, President Volodymyr Zelensky was in Paris to sign a letter of intent regarding up to 100 Rafales, one of the world's most advanced modern fighters. At Villacoublay Air Base, he and French President Emmanuel Macron signed the agreement, with Zelensky stating, "It will be the greatest air defense, one of the greatest in the world." The letter also includes possible acquisitions of SAMP-T air defense systems, new radar units, Scalp air-launched cruise missiles, and ASM Hammer precision bombs. For Ukraine, these tools are not luxuries. They're essential, because Russia is not slowing down. In recent weeks, Moscow has intensified its drone and missile campaigns, while its defense ministry has made claims about capturing villages in Kharkiv, Donetsk, Dnipropetrovsk, and Zaporizhia. Every system Ukraine acquires becomes part of a patchwork of defenses, attempting to counter Russia's nightly bombardments. Earlier on November 14th, Russia launched another massive barrage, an estimated 430 drones and 18 missiles, targeting Kyiv and other major cities. Videos showed plumes of smoke rising across the capital as residents sheltered or ran through debris-strewn streets. Although Ukrainian forces intercepted most of the incoming weapons, several broke through. A school, an administrative building, a medical facility, and residential apartments were all hit. 6 people were killed in Kyiv, 2 more in southern regions, and dozens were injured. These are the attacks Ukraine must face every week, and they are why the Mirage, Rafale, Gripen, Patriot batteries, and SAMP-T systems are so critical. Ukraine's incoming Rafales will transform its air force, unlike the Mirage 2000, which began as an air defense interceptor and later became multi-role. The Rafale was designed from day one as an omni-role fighter, capable of switching between air superiority, strike, reconnaissance, and maritime missions. Its twin Snecma M88 engines provide superior thrust, agility, and supercruise capabilities, supersonic without afterburners. Twin engines also mean better survivability. Even if one fails, the aircraft can often remain airborne. The Rafale's Delta Canard configuration offers high maneuverability, amplified by its digital flight control system. For situational awareness, it carries the RBE-2 AESA radar, infrared search and track sensors, and the Spectra Electronic Warfare Suite, one of the most advanced systems outside 5th generation jets. With 14 hardpoints and the ability to carry up to 9.5 tons of payload, the Rafale handles Scalp missiles, AASM smart bombs, BVR missiles, anti-ship missiles, and even nuclear warheads. Its low radar cross-section improves survivability against Russian tracking systems. France isn't the only country helping Ukraine build an advanced future air force. Kyiv announced a letter of intent with Sweden concerning up to 150 Gripen aircraft in a potential $15 billion deal. Used by Sweden, Hungary, South Africa, and Brazil, the Gripen is known for its agility, short runway capabilities, and low maintenance costs, a major advantage during wartime. While not as advanced as the F-35, Gripens, Rafales, F-16S, and Mirages together form a powerful combination. If Ukrainian pilots can destroy Kh-101 missiles in Mirage 2000s, potential behind Rafale controls is far higher. 4 years into the war, neither side has achieved true air superiority. Russia relies on long-range missiles and drones because its aircraft risk being shot down near the front. Ukraine relies on mobile air defense systems and increasingly capable fighter jets to prevent catastrophic strikes. The arrival of Rafales, and possibly Gripens, may be the moment that shifts this balance. Whether this results in Ukrainian air superiority is still unknown, but the direction is clear. Ukraine is rearming at a historic scale, training pilots at record speed, and preparing for the next phase of a war that shows no sign of ending soon. And all of that future begins with 6 small symbols on a Mirage 2000, proof that coordinated pilots, platforms, and sensors can change the outcome of a single night in Kyiv.